I always saw us as the Band-Aid boys.
Oh yeah, the Band-Aid boys. DeLeon came up with the Band-Aid boys. He get all the credit for that.
Corey, why you guys, got the Band-Aid on? And Corey, he just out of summer just came with the story like we won this, cause of the loss last year.
We lost in the state championship, 92.
One thing for Benton Harbor, they're not going to say, gosh, if we'd have just done this or this.
We made a vow that, man, we're going to come back next year and we're going to win it.
I mean, they're going to go home with a great season, a 24-3 record, a trophy.
The Band-Aid, as a reminder, is a scar, an open wound, so we're going to wear the Band-Aid until we win the championship. We're going to take them off. Fab Five is cool, but I will say we were the Band-Aid boys. Yeah.
I started off at Brotherhood, coaching middle school level, worked my way up to JV coach, JV team for 16 years, and then I became the varsity coach. They didn't want to hire me, but it was one of those things where you don't expect much out of anybody. They didn't think I could do the job. After 13 years, I did it for 13 years, and then I retired. It wasn't all me. I had a lot of help. I had assistant coaches, and I always tell people, especially the media people, because I tell them, hey, most of all, I had athletes. I had the guys.
Downtown, apprentice Magruder, and he finds a little space and knocks it in.
Real height. That is, I remember Coach used to have a stick, and we were gym rats. So it was like we love being in the gym. We like that was our thing. Coach would say, "Okay, last game, so we'll do it." And then he's like, "All right, Coach, one more." And he's like, "No, man, you get to the point where he go get his stick and just chase us. All fun."
He was like,
He's like gym rats. We were gym rats.
Cut the lights out, we still
shooting around.
That ain't gonna get
We had such a respect for Coach because Coach was unique. Coach was the type of coach, he would get on us, but he allowed a lot of freedom in our play.
We was playing in St. Joe. I was standing at half court, get clock running down. Coach White telling me to go, drive to the basket. I'm just standing at half court, flicking the ball. Time study wound down. I got down to 1 second, and I shot it. The crowd got quiet. I shot the ball so high it touched the ceiling and came down all next. Ball went in, crowd went crazy. But we got in that locker room, and Coach White let me have it. Boy, oh man, you ain't the loudest team, man. I run it. I set you on the bench, man. I put you down. You ain't the I was like, Coach, I hit the shot though, man. Why you mad at me? You do what I said. That was hilarious, cause I've never seen him get like that. Then he got all this, about 3-4 chapsticks taped together, putting them on his lips. He nervous. I was like, boy, Coach, you something.
I always told the kids to make sure that they stayed in school and try to get them in college. Once you get them in college, that's, I think, as a coach, high school coach, you got a good job. You can get them to go.
When I was in the 9th grade, I said, "Coach, do you think I could play Division I?" And he was telling the other ones, and he told me, he said, "You just keep your grades up." And I was hurt. Cause I'm like, man, I wanted to hear Coach say, you gonna play Division I. But he shifted it to grades. Not to focus on ball, focus on your education.
Junior Marcus Singer continued his marksmanship in '96, leading the Blue Demons with 65 three-pointers.
I was just grateful. I'm like, because that was the best thing that he could have told me.
That total was the second best single-season mark in school history. Singer started 20 games in '96 while averaging nearly 10 points a game.
You know, and that stayed with me to this day and carried me through DePaul University.
90, 92, 93, 91, those were great teams.
Man, me, Marcus, Corey, and Brian, and Omar, and Gary Govain, and Pookie Childs, Lonzo Cook, Kilwa. It was a lot of us. We came in as a freshman class. We had like 500 freshmen coming in.
We've known each other since childhood, so we kind of grew up like brothers. You know, we hung out together.
Man, we just clicked. We was on the freshman team, pigged them with seniors and stuff like that. We stayed in our lane, they stayed in their lane, and we just clicked.
Yeah, Apprentice could come to my house, go right in the refrigerator. Marcus could do the same thing. DeLeon, you know, his father was a baseball coach.
Tried to keep it as a family. That's what made us, you know, gel better together when it came to game time on the floor, on the courts.
In the midst of that, the travel, you know, I can remember more about our bus trips and locker room conversations and staying in hotel rooms and we get our little per diem money and go to McDonald's and we sit at the table, we crack jokes and we laugh. It's a special bond that's created, and I think that's what made us special is that when we stepped on the court, we knew we held each other accountable, we respected each other. Like still to this day, we call and talk we keep in touch. It's a brotherhood.
Man, we just came together and be like, hey, we're gonna put our talent and our mind together, man. We finna try to make these 2 years real special. And by us getting to the state championship, I think it did a lot for our city. Yeah, the Band-Aid boys, DeLeon came up with the Band-Aid boys. He get all the credit for that.
You know, it started off with a pimple. You know, I had got a pimple. Put a Band-Aid over, you know, trying to hide it. Corey Childs did an interview. He had, and the reporter asked, "Why you guys, you know, got the Band-Aid on?" And
you know, we used to get interviewed all the time. Reporter asked me about it. During that time, I said,
we lost in the state championship, 92.
Harper's going to have to do some searching in that locker room at halftime because it's going to take more than yelling to get them back in the game.
We lost by like 26, so we rounded it off to, man, we got beat by 30.
and we just came up with a story like, yeah, it's an open wound. And that just, he said, oh, it's a great story. So he wrote it down and it just took off. So we just, you know, it was a thing. So
we won them all the way up to the final game and stuff like that. The results didn't come out our way, but I mean, it was a great journey. And it was a great thing to motivate us too.
They should have won the state championship. He couldn't get back. You got to get back in order to win, and we couldn't get back.
And that was tipped back and in by Pershing's Courtney Law, 74-42.
Both teams now really doing a lot of pressure on themselves, just wanting to get this game over with. The game ending like it started with. Pershing getting an offensive board the last time down. They're able to empty their bench now.
Well, 42.
Sometimes you work hard, you get it done. Other times you don't. The game is over with. I'm through with the game. I'm taking no games home. I'm through with it. I get ready for the next.
We closed the town down. I think we the first team to ever close the town down. I never seen Myers and Walmart close just for a basketball game until we went to the state championship. Burger King, McDonald's, everything. St. Joe, Bridgman, Kalamazoo, everybody in Southwest Michigan was behind Ben Harbor. We had it was like 20-some thousand people at the Pistons Arena. We had 14,000 of them, and they're from Detroit. So it was just, it was kind of pandemonium, but it was nice. I loved the ride. If I can do it again, I'll do it again all over the same way, just with different results.